Here's a list of things that I was stupid enough to do for a man before, but I will never do them for a man again, and I don't want you to do them for a man to start with. I will never ever cook for a man. I mean, if I'm cooking for myself anyway, and you just so happen to be there and you have contributed to groceries and you're going to clean up afterwards, then sure you can have some of whatever I'm cooking, but I'm never again going to intentionally cook for a man. Tired. I'm fucking tired. I was married to a man who wanted dinner by 7 every single fucking day, and I don't have it in me anymore. I am 90% girl dinner all the way, order this, pick up that, but cooking, no. Maybe for your birthday, but even then I'll probably just order something. Number two, I'm not accepting mistreatment from in-laws ever. I've told women this a bazillion times. If their parents don't like you and they're not willing to stand up for you, you're doomed. That relationship is not going to work and you're going to be miserable trying to make it work. Listen, I totally understand that you can cuss people out and tell people where to go and you're not going to put it up with anybody's shit. But if your husband's not willing to stand up for you, you might as well hang it up because he ain't got no backbone. Plus, we're all adults. Treat me with respect if you want respect. The next one is try to be the cool girl. No, I am not okay with you going to a midnight ballerina club. No, I don't want to sit with you and talk about how big a woman's ass is. No, I fucking don't want you to have a work wife. I wish a nigga. I'm going to judge you based on who you are friends with. If you are friends with a bunch of broke ass bummy creeps, then I'm just going to assume that's what you are as well, and I will not be around you anymore. There's this quote that says you are the sum total of the top 5 people you spend the most time around. So if you spend the most time around losers, then you're a loser. I will never give a man money. I made this mistake when I was younger, when I first met my abusive ex-husband, and he would always ask me for money to buy lunch. Listen, if I'm able to provide for myself and 2 children, you can provide for yourself as well, okay? This one's going to be hypocritical, but I will never date a man who has kids. No, I don't want a blended family. No, I don't want to watch your daughter while you run and play basketball with your friends for 15 hours. No, I don't want to get to know your ex-wife. I don't want to do it. I'm antisocial. My kids are going to be the only kids in the relationship. I said what I said. I'm never cleaning up after a man. I don't even clean up after my son, so I'm not doing it for you. Wash your own clothes. Clean the fucking kitchen. If you piss on the toilet seat, then wipe the goddamn toilet seat. And if I go to your apartment and that shit's dirty, yikes on bikes, you ain't gotta worry about me no more. Because what do you mean you're a grown ass man and you're living in filth, waiting for some woman to come play maid for you? I will never allow a man to make fun of me. I'm sorry, when it comes to me, I have no sense of humor. I can laugh at jokes from South Park and Family Guy. I have a very immature sense of humor. Sometimes I have a dark sense of humor, but when the jokes turn to me, oh, you got me fucked up, sir. Next thing is, I will never date a man who has absolutely nothing going on for himself. You go to work, you come home, you go to sleep. You go to work, you come home, you go to sleep. You go to work, you come home, you go to sleep. I mean, read a fucking book or something. Learn how to knit, plant a garden, anything. I'm going to need you to be an interesting person, and you're not going to be able to feed and siphon off of my personality and just mirror that shit back to me. You're going to have a personality and interests of your own. I don't want the time I spend with you to be like watching paint dry. Next thing, I would never date a man who didn't like to travel, because 9 times out of 10, the reason why those men don't like to travel is because they owe child support and they can't get a passport. Hope this helps somebody. I once dated this guy and I asked what's a place he's always wanted to travel to before, and he went off on this rant about nobody wants to explore the United States of America anymore. Nobody wants to stay inside the USA, and long story short, he wound up owing several $100,000 in child support. So he couldn't go anywhere even if he wanted to. I will never be financially dependent on a man again. I made that mistake with my abusive ex-husband, and I see women giving up their independence and just treating it like it's just, oh, it's totally fine. No, it's something we need to take seriously. You could wind up in any number of situations where you would regret that decision. Yeah, Yes, I love when you pay for dinner. Yes, I love when you buy me things. Yes, I love when I mention that I want to do something or that I want to go somewhere, you make it happen. But I can also do those things for myself, so you can never hold those things over my head or threaten me with taking those things away from me. And if something happens to you or if I don't want to be with you anymore, you can never make me feel bad like I'm going to lose something, because I'll just pick up where you left off. Next thing is, I will never let a man triangulate me. Again, my abusive ex-husband would do that shit to me. If you think that woman is so attractive, if you think that woman is so great, if you think that woman is so much more better than me, then please, by all means, go be with her. Next thing, I will never let a man talk negatively about my body. Been through that in an abusive relationship. Never again. Men who do stuff like that are usually addicted to things they shouldn't be watching, or they don't have a real idea of what a woman's body is actually supposed to look like in real life, or they're trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor, so they think everybody's supposed to look like a kid. At our big ages, if you don't know that women have fupas and butts and stretch marks and cellulite, then I don't want to talk to you. Plus, a stripper once told me none of that shit really matters when it comes down to it anyway. Lastly, and let me know if you want a part 3, I will never forsake my friends for a man. Do I love having a man in my life? Absolutely. Nothing will ever beat being able to have your girlfriends, your besties, the people who can relate to what it's like being a woman in this world. It's like what Charlotte said in Sex and the City. Maybe we can be each other's soulmates, then men can be these great, nice guys that we have fun with.